Most people are trying very hard to look like they have money. They buy the nicer car, the better watch, the more expensive dinner, and the kind of life that photographs well. And from the outside, it can look like success. People notice it. They compliment it. They assume things are going well. But looking rich and being wealthy are not the same thing. In fact, they are often moving in opposite directions, because every dollar spent to look successful is a dollar that can no longer build actual freedom. It cannot be invested. It cannot reduce debt. It cannot build an emergency fund. It cannot buy you time, options, or peace. And that is why some of the smartest people with money choose to look ordinary on purpose. They drive normal cars. They wear simple clothes. They live in homes that do not scream for attention. They do not turn their money into a public performance. Not because they are broke, because they understand the power of invisibility. When people do not know how much money you have, they ask for less. They expect less. They pressure you less. And most importantly, you feel less tempted to keep spending just to maintain an image. In this video, we're going to talk about why looking poor can be so important, why quiet money is often stronger than visible money, and how financial invisibility can protect your wealth while everyone else is busy trying to prove they have it. And before we get into it, most of you watching these videos are not subscribed yet. So if you want more videos that help you build real wealth quietly, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Reason number 1, looking rich makes you spend like you are rich. This is how the trap usually starts. You buy the nicer car because your income went up. Then the better apartment feels normal. Then the restaurants, trips, clothes, and subscriptions all move up with it. At first, it feels like progress. It feels like you are finally enjoying your money. It feels like the outside world can finally see that your hard work is paying off. But slowly, your life becomes more expensive to maintain. And once that happens, wealth has less room to grow. The money that could have gone into investments, savings, debt payoff, or future freedom now goes toward protecting an image. And the hard part is, the image never feels finished. There is always another upgrade, another comparison, another reason to spend more, so the picture still looks successful. That is why looking ordinary can be powerful. It keeps your lifestyle from turning into a performance. It gives your money room to stay in your life instead of constantly leaving to impress someone else. Because the goal is not to look like you have money. The goal is to still have it after everyone stops looking. Reason number 2, invisibility protects you from other people's expectations. This is the part most people do not think about until it happens to them. When people believe you have money, they often start treating your money like it is available. A friend assumes you can cover the dinner. A relative asks for help because you seem comfortable. A salesperson pushes the premium option because you look like someone who will say yes. Even small comments can change because people start building expectations around your financial image. And that is the problem with visible money. It invites pressure, not always from bad people, sometimes from normal people who simply assume you have more room than you actually do. They do not see your retirement goals, your emergency fund, your debt payoff plan, or the future you are trying to build. They only see the signal, and once that signal is out there, it can be hard to take back. If you are known as the person who always has money, people may quietly expect you to keep playing that role. That is why looking ordinary can protect you. It keeps your financial life quieter. Fewer people assume, fewer people ask, fewer people expect you to explain your choices. You get to make decisions based on your real plan, not the image other people created in their heads. Because wealth is much easier to grow when it does not have to perform for everyone around you. Reason number 3, looking poor keeps your money working quietly. This is where invisibility becomes more than protection. It becomes fuel. Because the money you do not spend on looking successful can stay inside your financial system. It can build your emergency fund. It can pay off high-interest debt. It can go into retirement accounts. It can buy investments that may grow quietly for years. And that is the part most people miss. Money spent on status usually stops working the moment it leaves your account. The expensive outfit gets old. The luxury car loses value. The fancy dinner becomes a memory. And after a while, the upgraded lifestyle starts to feel normal. So it needs another upgrade to feel exciting again. But money invested is different. It stays in the game. It can earn. It can compound. It can create options later. It can become the quiet reason you feel less trapped by every paycheck. That is why the ordinary-looking person can sometimes be the one getting richer faster. They are not turning every raise into a better image. They are turning it into assets. From the outside, It may look like nothing is happening, but behind the scenes, their money is working while nobody is watching. Reason number 4. Being underestimated gives you control. This is one of the quiet advantages of financial invisibility. When people do not see you as rich, impressive, or ahead, they usually expect less from you, and that can give you more freedom than most people realize. You do not have to keep proving that you are doing well. You do not have to explain why you still drive the older car, why your clothes are simple, why your house is modest, or why you are not spending like everyone else at your income level. You can just build. That matters because a lot of bad money decisions come from performance. People upgrade because they do not want to look behind. They overspend because they do not want to seem cheap. They say yes to things they cannot comfortably afford because they are worried about how it will look. But when you are comfortable being underestimated, that pressure loses power. You can make decisions based on math, not ego. You can keep your goals private. You can let people think whatever they want, while your savings, investments, and options grow quietly in the background. And if you are still watching at this point, it probably means you are trying to build real freedom, not just look successful. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because most people watching these videos are still not subscribed. Being underestimated only feels uncomfortable when you still need people to notice your progress. Once you stop needing that approval, it becomes an advantage. Reason number 5. Freedom is better than being noticed. This is the deepest reason looking poor can be so important. Because looking rich is a performance. It needs an audience. It needs people to notice the car, the clothes, the house, the trips, and the lifestyle. And once your confidence depends on being seen that way, your money starts serving the image instead of serving your freedom. Real freedom is different. Real freedom is quiet. It is having options without needing to announce them. It is knowing you could afford something and still choosing not to buy it. It is having money working in the background while your daily life stays calm, simple, and under control. That is a very different kind of power. The person who needs everyone to know they are doing well is still tied to everyone's opinion. But the person who can live below the radar has already taken that power back. They do not need applause to feel secure. They do not need expensive things to prove progress. They do not need strangers, neighbors, co-workers, or relatives to validate their financial life. And that is what makes invisibility so powerful. It lets your wealth exist without becoming a performance. Because the strongest flex is not showing everyone what you can buy. The strongest flex is not needing anyone to know. Looking poor is not about shame. It is about understanding that visible money attracts pressure, while quiet money gets to keep working. When you try to look rich, your money becomes part of a performance. It has to impress people, meet expectations, and maintain an image. But when you are comfortable looking ordinary, your money can do something more valuable. It can protect you, it can grow, it can give you options. That is the power of invisibility. You stop asking, will this make people think I am successful? And you start asking, will this actually make my life better? Because money spent for approval usually disappears, but money kept, invested, and protected can quietly become freedom. So the next time you feel pressure to upgrade or prove you are doing well, pause. Ask yourself if the purchase improves your life, or if it only tries to control what someone else thinks. Quiet money does not need applause, it just needs time. If this helped, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos on building real wealth quietly. And let me know in the comments, would you rather look rich or be free?